Gotcha. That was nice and easy. Got the Snow Queen trophy, which means all we have left is to go get the giant and the lamp of cinders. We got a bow in there, the seeker bow. I also found an ice bow in one of the chests. Look at all the stuff we have. We're doing great. Twilight Forest has never been this easy. We're gonna see if the achievement and stuff has worked properly. Because I did this in my world and it got broken about this point. Because you have to do all 3 of those fights before you can come to here. Now, am I going to be able to get anywhere? Is a different question. Oh, I can actually just go to the island. Okay. So in the one I was playing, my other world that I was playing, I couldn't come to these islands because all the ones that I had spawned in my world that were within reach were in the acid rain, which never cleared for me. Hey, me. Come here. I need your pick. And I'll take your sword just as a bonus. I don't think it's big enough. Here, can I like... Okay, so I can one-shot the pigs. Oh my god, I don't play in this game mode, or in this camera mode, so... This thing actually has some okay damage. 12 damage. Really good durability. I don't know what that blue icon is. But as I was saying, I'm gonna hope this is working right. And we're gonna see if the acid rain is cleared. Oh, this stuff is actually good. Trollstein is one of the materials you have to pay attention to. You have to watch for. And somewhere around here, the big vault. It's just a giant block of obsidian. So it should be pretty easy to spot with this augment mode. I think I found it, and it is nowhere near here. Well, if what I just saw is right, I'm going to do it one more time. It is way over here. Oh, that's regular obsidian. But that means it's in the right direction. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I think it's like straight below the island. It's not going to be easy to get to. Hey, we got it. Okay, and with that, we are actually done with the Twilight Forest. This stuff is not part of it. It'd be interesting to actually check it out. I've never been there. But we have our Lamp of Cinders. I don't know if it gets used up over here. Oh. I don't know, let's go try this out. I've never been to this place. I know it's not fully implemented, but I kind of want to see if we can check it out. Assuming my acid rain is not here. Ow! A door trying to kill us? I don't know if this place actually has any real purpose yet. I don't know if there's a boss or anything in here. It looks freaking cool, though. This place looks important. Oh! I wasn't expecting to find anything like that in here. Twilight Fortress. Twilight Forest Harbinger Cube? I got lighting. Hi! Another one of me. Oh, they look kind of cool. Harbinger cubes are kind of cool looking. I don't really need to be here, so. Let's see if we can use our stuff to get up top, because I want to see what that says. Force field. Final boss here. You win. You can join the Twilight Forest Discord to follow the latest updates on the website and other content at discord.experiment115.com. Well, there you go. For any of you who are interested in doing that, there's no boss here yet. Oh, that was the wrong button. But I guess that worked. Yeah, let's go back to base. They don't display quite right. But you know what? That's fine. All our trophies on display. I threw our giant stuff up here. But our lamp of cinders, that was the important thing. I do need to go pick up a beef stroganoff, and we should be able to finish all the quest lines. I think I threw a couple of those into here. And yeah. Now I should be able to pick up you. No? Oh, I need the Hydra Chops and Fiery Blood, which are both over here. Hydra Chops and Fiery Blood. Although, that should probably go in here. And now, we need to pick up our giant's pickaxe. Hopefully, it being damaged won't break that, otherwise I have to go get another one. Hey, perfect. And we already have our Lamp of Cinders. Which means Twilight Forest is complete. That worked out nicely. And the reason we needed to go through Twilight Forest, I'll claim all this stuff off camera, is because we need that Lamp of Cinders to make the scarab body and wings. We also need this pure aquatic pellets, which I have been hunting those guys. There you go, we have 33 aquatic pellets. We need 9 of them to make this thing. I don't think they serve any other use for us. Just pure aquatic pellets. So you can smelt them into an aquatic ingot to make some interesting stuff. So maybe we look at that another time. But for now, we needed the wings. We need bat's wing, which we have. But we also need this industrial leather. That one just requires diamonds. But yeah, we need this industrial leather for stuff, which you can kind of cheese if we make a chemical injection chamber. But we don't have that. We don't have sodium. So we need the arc furnace from Immersive Engineering. And all this stuff, which isn't that hard to get. Some buffalo hide, imp leather, sugar, stalactite. We have all that. Treated leather, we can make that. Let's go ahead and start getting ourselves ready for an arc furnace, which is going to be painful because it needs to run on HV wiring. I gotta figure out where to put it down here. So in order to make the arc furnace, we need to make the electrodes that go with it. The electrodes are HOP graphite up in the right chest. And you need this blueprint, which requires some of those graphite, in the workbench down here. I put it way over here. Okay, give me you and you. And I don't need that many. We only need 3 of them. But we will end up needing more of them later. Oh, that's right. You can use a wrench to make those bigger on the wall. So that gives us our electrodes. I'm thinking our best bet for putting this thing down will probably be over here. Actually, probably not. I wonder if I can fit it right here. If I can fit it right here, that would be excellent, because then I can just run the power along the back. And I don't have to worry about power for it. Let's see if we can get all this stuff together for it. We are going to have to do some HV stuff for it. But it is expensive. This thing takes a lot of stuff to build. So I'm going to be crafting stuff for quite a while. But, yeah. I think I've done enough for today. I have been recording for 3 hours. This video took a while for me. I usually try to take about 2 hours or so to record, so I can kind of keep things under control of how much I'm doing in a video. But at the same time, I want progression. So I want us to be able to move forward. And actually, is there any of these machines and stuff that I could work on? I could work on some of these random bits and bobs, but I might just craft all those off camera. We're not going to use any of it. So over here, we do have this, but it's one of those things that I'm not really sure about auto crafting it right now. In order to craft it, we need to make this energetic alloy, which means we need the furnace. But we can make these reinforced alloys and the one after them. Oh, you know what? Let's come pick up one item duct over here, because we have 5 up top, I think. And we can complete that quest. There we go. And then there's a servo quest right after it, which I have servos all over the place. Do I have any in here? I have 2. How convenient. Just enough for the quest. But I don't think I have the stuff to really do those at the moment, because they're multi-stage things for me. Here, take some info. To be able to make this one and this one, which are the ones that we're looking at, we need to both take this enriched alloy and put it with some diamond in a metallurgic infuser. And then we have to take that one and combine it in a metallurgic infuser with refined obsidian, which is... Oh, can I do... Oh, I can. I can do the compressed obsidian, which is an enrichment chamber again. I'd need 2 enrichment chambers for this. It's expensive. But that would be more obsidian and more diamond. I might have those ready by the time we start next video. But for now, I think we're good for the moment. I should really work on our little platform here for the portals. I'll just sleep and then I can start working on this. Because I kind of want to move our nether portal, which is still over at the old house, over here. And then I can get that going. I'm going to hunt down a questing ram off camera because it's going to take me forever to find it. But I can do that, and then... Let's see, we're going to have... right here. How convenient that that was right there. But we're going to put it out like right here. Maybe go out like... 3 blocks. And this will be where the actual platform starts. I gotta figure this out. I have not planned on any of this, so... It's definitely not gonna be chunk aligned, although it is in a chunk. Let me do some math real quick and I will figure something out for this. Well, we have a structure. I'm not 100% happy with it, but you know what? It's gonna do for now. Part of why I'm not the happiest with it is because the portals in this pack are not all the same. So I'm gonna end up with an odd one here or there. Twilight Forest being one of the ones that makes it a little difficult. It has to be on the ground and it has to have dirt below it. Another portal, easy enough to do. Think the Aether and Icica portals should be fine. But the Atom portal is another one that is kind of like the Twilight Forest one and is difficult to place in any kind of structure with anything else. It's going to be a nuisance. So maybe what I'll do is I'll throw it like over here because it just does not fit in here. If I remember right, it's like a 5x5 frame. So yeah, I might throw it right there. Anyways, I've done a little bit of crafting and other stuff along the ways. I did a bunch of mining, and I brought us back a whole bunch more resources, but I have all the stuff on me to build our arc furnace. The only thing I need is some HV wiring to make sure it can actually connect. And we have 2 HV wire connectors. We have, I think, 1 HV wire coil. That I can make a little bit more of. And I think I do need... It gives us a bunch of blocks of steel. Give me the redstone. I can always use more redstone. And I will need to make some of this insulating glass to be able to make an HV wire relay. So it's not too bad, just some lime glass and some steel stuff. So let's get that made. Steel goes downstairs. So let's get a little bit of lime glass. We should have everything we need for it. Do I have lime dye? Need a crafting table. I'm a little disorganized. Just a little. Okay, so let's grab a bunch of steel. That just died. Not sure why. And let's jump down to our crusher. I'm actually kind of excited to get all our machinery and stuff running and in position up here. Because some of them, like this crusher, will eventually get outdated and we won't have to use it anymore. But... Alright. Need 8 of those. I forgot about that door right there. I use that to get down into the mines down below whenever I feel like going caving for stuff like that. The only things I really need to go caving here for are, well, were things like osmium, Sardis quartz, amber, stuff like that. But now that we have the Twilight Forest, a lot of it can be found there, which makes that quite a bit easier. There we go. 4 insulating glass. Completes that quest. And I think I need some steel wire. to make another wire coil. I think it's steel and aluminum. Is that right? Yeah, sure. Give me my one not insulating glass. It is steel and aluminum. Okay, I should have everything for this relay. Go ahead and craft it right here. To be 2 aluminum, a steel, and our 4 insulating glass that we made. That gives us our relay, and that should complete the quest as well. Now I think we're gonna put it like right here. It is a 5x5. This should keep it within a chunk because this is all one chunk. I think I'm standing at the chunk border, and the other one should be way over here. So shouldn't have any problems for that. Let's grab our book so we can see how to place this. How does this thing look again? Now, it's a pain in the butt to make because it's really big. But let's see, we need a whole bunch of slabs. Email. Oh, these are steel blocks. Okay, this might take me a minute to build. I built this right? We're about to find out. Did I build it right? Aha! I did. Thing's a monster. And it's probably the second largest thing we will build in this pack. Actually, I take that back. There's quite a few other things that'll be way bigger than this. Particularly with blood magic. But for immersive engineering, it is the second largest item we will build. The only thing bigger is going to be the excavator. And that's just because it, annoyingly, will be moved around a bunch when we actually get to building it. Oh, right, they're in my inventory. I have 5 extra steel sheet metal. Well, I think those are useful later. I'm gonna have to make a bunch more of those eventually anyways. But this means, and I want to do this. That's going to be its own output for just heavy. Or for just HV wiring. What we're going to do is we're going to put a wire relay right there. And we're going to put this over here. I'm going to step over here because I don't want to be hit by that wire. That one hurts. And I mean, it really hurts. But that should be this thing fully charged up. We have our 3 graphite electrodes in here. And now we have a fully functioning arc furnace. Now this, I probably won't do any real automation with. I don't want to really use it all that much because this thing is such a monster. And not the easiest thing to automate because like your output is way down here. Your energy inputs are in the back. There's item stuff in the back. There's like... Here, let's do this before I kill myself with this. Anyways, you have like inputs up here on the top. Like I say, you have your energy and item output on the back. You can have like fluid output up here as well. This thing is not going to be the easiest thing to try to automate, so I don't really want to use it too much for automation. We will use it for bulk crafting because it can do a bunch of different items at once. But for now, I think we are out of time. I'm actually well over time, but... So, we are going to be moving on to Atom next time. We have a few handful of things that I do want to do before we get there, and it involves making the glider, which we need a whole bunch of leather for. We have to make the scarab to get over there. I will make an excavator, but we're not going to make it just yet. I am going to make like all this little random junk stuff between this time and next time, because I really don't plan on using any of this stuff. This is kind of pointless now because I don't have the blast furnace. But we still got the quest to make it, and it gives us some coal, so I won't complain. But this means we can start pushing more into mechanism. And next time we will jump into Atom to try to get some of this stuff done. I don't expect to do all of it in one day because there's a lot to it. I was hoping to get Twilight Forest done in one day, but I've wound up turning it into 2 videos, so that's the thing. But that's to be it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. We've got an arc furnace. We played with Twilight Forest. And we've got a structure for most of our portals. So that's definite improvement. So we're making good progress. I could make better progress, but I'm not that worried. Anyways, I'm going to get to work on some random stuff here and there in between videos. I don't think I'm going to put any more machines down, but I might. I don't think I have anything else. I'm thinking of turning this block over here, or maybe this wall, into like ore processing stuff, because there's a couple things I do need, like an enrichment chamber for ore processing. There's a crusher. There's using an energized smelter to cook up ingots and stuff like that. But I would much rather have a lot of this automation stuff done later when I have access to conduits. It makes it quite a bit easier to do them, but conduits are, I think, locked behind here. Yeah, we don't get them till chapter 10. But really, we're not that far from that. One of the items that we need to get here is this. Somewhere in here. Oh no, this. When we can get to that, we can work our way towards conduits, and that'll drastically improve our automation and passiving on stuff. But in order to get there, we have to get through all of this because we need that, which means we have to get through all of this stuff, which in order to get through this stuff, we need to get to this, because I think that unlocks this one, and this is unlocked in here. Yeah, we gotta go through the Aether. Gotta go through, what is this, Icica? And the end is done later. I think that's under peak machinery. I think. It's somewhere around here. Oh no, there it is. So, yeah, once we get to this chapter, the base is going to go under a massive change. Ooh, we get more hearts. But once we hit this chapter, there's going to be a lot going on. There's a whole lot of exploration stuff that happens this early on. And it's kind of cool. I will go back and do some of the other side stuff. We need to complete this stuff. I need to go fight a wither. I need to go play with a guardian temple. Couldn't remember the word. I haven't found one of these. I should go hunt for one of those. But I have a few random odds and ends to do before next time. I guess I should make these. They're just gonna sit in here. But for now, I think that's gonna be it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys next time.